Hi, this is Keith with the Furrow team. Today I wanted to give you the update on what we found in the market. Now, what I tell people is that real estate is hyperlocal. So the information I'm giving you is very specific to an area, our area here in Pensacola Gulf Breeze, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about Pensacola Beach. So first thing I'll tell you is that it's great news, and the fact is that things seem to be leveling out. For several weeks and months in a row, we've seen inventories rising locally, and that means days in the market longer. And we saw that the average months of supply for housing had almost crossed the 7-month line. Now, basically, 5 to 7 months is considered a balanced market, 6 months being the magic number. It's going to go in and out, there's a little seasonal adjustment, but basically if that means that if you have enough homes on the market for 6 months, that tells you which trend is. If you go over a 7-month supply, that tends to be a buyer's market. If you go under a 5-month supply, that tends to be a seller's market. Well, I really was looking, and everything I've been watching looked like it was really, this is hyperlocally, moving quickly towards a buyer's market. Well, happy to tell you that this week we settled back down, and we've gone from 6.98 months of supply down to 6.71. So we made this pretty good adjustment in the last week and a half, and I thought that's pretty positive news. Prices are continuing to go up, and I'm seeing that sellers are trying to cash in a little bit, and I'm curious how this will happen over the next few months, so we'll have to kind of watch that. Now, as far as Pensacola Beach goes, and is that we have a little over 9-month supply on Pensacola Beach. Now, right now there's 182 properties available out of Pensacola Beach, and we only closed 19 properties last month. So there's quite a bit of supply still on the beach, and it's interesting because we've seen some properties go up 50, 100, 150,000 this year on Pensacola Beach. So I think that's probably tending to slow down that market. So we'll kind of have to see how that goes. Now, another thing I want to talk about was interest rates. Now, and that's also great news. Interest rates been running in the last 30, 40 days, somewhere between 4 and 5%. It's 15-year, you can get a little bit lower, but basically that's the market. Now, what we've seen though, after it spiked up about 1.5 a couple months ago, 1.5% in just a day or 2 or 3, we've seen it come down about 1/4. So it's come down about 1/4% interest rates in the last 2.5 weeks. So that's very good news. The current trend is rates are coming down. So there's still a great opportunity where inventories are still plentiful. Prices are steady but rising, and also that rates are still super, super good. Now, a question we keep being asked is, how is this government shutdown going to affect me? Now, as far as each individual, it's very subjective. It's all going to depend on the type of loan, where you are in the process. If you've already got your loan commitment, I would say in most cases, it's not going to affect you. But if you don't have your loan commitment from the bank and they still haven't got your transcripts from the IRS, because we're hearing that during this shutdown, they're not going to provide those. If you work for the government and you haven't got your verification deposit, or if you have a sensitive job that's not considered, I can't know what the current word is, not essential, then maybe the bank won't even qualify you while you're in this period. So these are some things that you could be affected. Your conventional loans, your people with 20-25% down, they're probably not going to be affected. And we are told that you can still get your VA DD-214 certificate eligibility, still fine. So if it's VA, you're still getting a lot of your paperwork. But how this plays out in the next few weeks will be something we're not sure. I would be on standby. And again, I would talk to a real estate professional, stay connected. And here at Furrow Associates, we are that. We're a team of professionals with over 30 years experience, and we'd be glad to guide you through, because again, not only is real estate hyperlocal, so is each person's loan. Each person's loan is very specific and very dynamic in their situation. Thanks. Have a great day.